Hello. So, this week you will find me here at Abilene State Park near Abilene, Texas, unsurprisingly. And once again, I find it to be a rather pleasant little Texas State Park. I nearly have the place to myself at the moment. Neighbors are gone. And yeah, other than kind of trees being in the way of actual parking spot, but on the plus side, they provide some shade, so can't complain about them too much. But you do have to be careful. Some of these parking spots are shallow and they have big tree branches that you have to be leery of when you're backing into the spot. They're not the most level ever, but yeah, nice. Facilities are nice. They actually have a swimming pool here. Go check out later. The actual lake, because there's a reservoir lake here, as in most of these places, it's not easily accessible from the campground, which was a little bit of a disappointment. There's a highway between here, and I tried to hike over there yesterday, and I came home with a big bag of fail. I'm gonna have to drive to the lake itself, but I did there's some really cool looking hiking paths, nature trails, and there's a little fishing hole not far from here. I'm gonna check that out later today, and I might even put that new fishing pole to use. Beyond the fact that it was that cold front came through on Saturday, ruining my nighttime photography plans of at an Enchanted Rock. Unfortunately, it brought cold weather, so it was cold, and the furnace in my trailer decided to stop working. The night that I spent in Abilene, it got down into the 40s, and it was working when I went to sleep, and by the morning it was not working anymore. It was cold. I thought I'd run out of propane, but I did not run out of propane. It just decided to stop working. A little bit of internet research shows me that it's some sensor in there. I took it apart some last night, and it's not going to be easy even to get to. If I can get the sensor, assuming that's the right answer, it's not going to be as easy a repair as the water heater one that I had last time. So luckily I did bring myself some backup. I brought in a little electric heater that works awesome. It's actually better than the furnace, honestly. Yeah, it worked great. I plugged it in last night, and it worked wonderfully, keeping me nice and toasty. Again, it's probably better than the actual gas furnace that came with it, except that it does require electricity, but I do have electricity and water at the site. The water pressure seems to be a bit variable, but it's I don't know. It could be something with I bought Amazon this water pressure regulator thing that's adjustable. It could be that as well. I spent some time trying to diagnose it last night, but yeah, it's a little bit puzzling. I had to use some leveling blocks, but and there's kind of a little big hump here when you're backing into the spot, but yeah, it's a really pleasant place. Lots of little trails around and lots of trees. Trees interfere a little bit with the Starlink connection. I had to find a good spot where it had a view of the sky, but it seems to be working okay now. Little butterfly scared it away. But yeah, I can recommend Abilene State Park, and there's lots of little campgrounds around here dispersed. They're not too crowded, and facilities are okay. Give her a thumbs up. I'll be here for a week, and it's actually shaping up like it might be some good stargazing tonight, but it's full moon, I think, tonight or tomorrow night, so that's not great for it. I mean, obviously I don't have a very big opening here. I mean, I could probably see something, but I do start astrophotography here because of the being full moon. It is a Bortle 2 sky here, so it would be pretty good. There's not any, local light pollution. It's plenty dark here, so just unfortunately the moon will party. I might break out the little scope, especially if I can get some, maybe moon photography. Honestly, if I could see something like Jupiter, like that might be worth it too. I don't know if I'm gonna break out the rig, but if it's gonna be super clear tonight and tomorrow night, I might do it. But the priority is going fishing. Bought a fishing pole at the last place and ended up not using it because of the weather. And so I even have some live bait that hopefully is still alive. But I think I'm going to check that out this evening and do a little fishing. But yeah, the trip progresses. Stay tuned.